Gentlemen, we're in downtown Akron at the Art Museum. My name is Bill Finch, and we are the reporter newspaperonline.com. And I'm joined always by my beautiful and lovely host, Kim from Kim's Club.
Hello everyone, how you doing? My name is Kim Towers and I am the beautiful owner of Kim's Closet at 1503 South Hawkins Avenue in the New Seasons Plaza. Make sure you stop by.
Hey, Kim has outfitted me in a little bit of her outfits, and
doesn't he look gorgeous, ladies?
That's going on down there and everything. I urge you to go down there and take a look. This woman will have you looking just as good as me.
That's right.
I don't know how good I'm looking, but I'm just saying that everybody said it is.
You're looking gorgeous, ladies.
I'm just glad
fabulous.
to be here and everything. So, what do we have on tap for tonight, Kim?
Well, what we have, we're going to start with the MGT of Akron.
Okay.
Let's start out with this summer. They decided to work with us here at the Mecca Media Community Network in an efforts to get the word out with more effectively. Personally, I feel honored to be working with these queens as they would embark on very busy summer seasons of outreach efforts and programs.
Okay. Well, that's one of the things that we want to do in urging our black community and everything. Get with Mecca Media, get with Brother Hiram and everything to get your talent, to get your music, whatever you do. I urge you to get with this man. He'll make it happen for you and everything, just like these young ladies.
That's right. All right, hold on. See, there you
go
again.
Now, I got that superhero thing jumping off and everything. So we're gonna slow it down a little bit and everything. So let me give you a little bit of history about the reporter, newspaperonline.com. We are a digital form of the newspaper and everything. We're so blessed and honored to be here and everything, me and Kim, that she is actually right now digitally online doing the show. So, hey, I urge you to stop at any local convenience store, gas station, get a copy of the reporter newspaper, and hey, take a look at us online and everything. We appreciate you.
Okay.
You ready, babe?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
The next one is 10 reasons why Dennis Rodman summit interview was most bizarre.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay. During Dennis Rodman's interview with CNN from the Singapore summit between Donald Trump and King John, the former NBA superstar openly wept at the two leaders met for the first time.
Well, I have a lot of mental health issues in my family, and when I see an individual that's so emotional like that can't emotionally maintain themselves, that's a mental health issue there. But the whole situation with Dennis Rodman and the things that he's done is so bizarre, but that's what made him who he is and everything. So I don't know what type of game that they playing with with the summit and everything, but let's just hope this is a safer and better world when all of this clownness and joking and all this gets done with.
Right. Okay. Moving on, we're going to the local next.
Okay.
And we're going to start out. It's a fun word with jazz. Jazz hump.
Love it.
Yes. You know jazz? All right. It's good to see and know someone that has changed their outlook on what life is really about. In my humble experience, here in the wilderness of North America, black men don't get enough credit when they make a personal change for the better.
And that's very interesting that the reporter will cover. No, I guess it's not, since it's black. And it's coming from black eyes.
Right.
But we don't get enough credit for the things that we do, and we're mobilizing right now as we speak to make Blackburn a better community, a better city, a better place for people to live and for our children. So, hang in there with us and everything, but, black men, we gonna be all right. God's got our back.
You're right.
God got our back.
You're right. Okay, our next one is Summit County 2018 Summer Youth Employment Program.
Ooh.
Yes, Akron, Ohio, Summit County Executive Elaine Shapiro has announced the registration underway for the Summit County 2018 Summer Youth Employment Program.
I met Elaine, beautiful woman and everything. It's just so good. I know I took part in a program like that when I was younger. It was called Upper Bound. and got the experience with working, and it's just good to have our youth employed and have that mindset of bringing home a paycheck and opening checking and savings accounts, and what I mean, money. Instead of gravitating to the streets and that quick dollar and all of that, you stay around a lot longer and you have a much happier life.
Yes. Okay, moving on to sports.
Okay, I didn't want to, hit hyperspeed on you and everything, because you'd be like,
I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to it. All right,
my girl.
Okay, Duke Johnson believes contract extension beginning of even bigger things with the Browns. Me myself, I don't know who he is, but okay.
Well, go ahead.
Duke Johnson Jr. is as excited as he is relieved to iron out a new contract before off-season workouts excluded later this week.
Well, the one thing that concerns me about those draft picks, those 1 through 10 and everything, you got to pay them a whole lot of money, and if they a bust, then your salary cap is hit. You know what I mean? So, you got a bum that you're paying all this money for, that you could have allocated to other positions to make the team better. And that seems like that's always been the Browns' problem when it comes to drafting and getting free agents and people into the organization and everything. They're just not making the right choices. So hopefully this is the right choice.
Right. Okay, now we're moving on to entertainment. And I read this one and I was kind of bothered, but it's, hey, to each his own.
Okay.
It's Beyonce and Jay-Z nearly naked in on the Run 2 tour book pictures, which I'm not really getting, but okay.
Basically, that's a promo picture to promote their tour.
But put some clothes on.
They seductively dressed in the bed like they just got finished doing a deal.
Okay. Well, herein lies the issue with that and everything. I just had a report that they took 2 different helicopters. The concerts aren't selling out. They're giving tickets away. So things aren't going very well, behind the scenes with Queen Bee and my dude Jay.
So she got to get naked for these promo pictures.
So maybe that's the reason why they're doing it.
So
there we go. So maybe that's the reason
what's going, that's circulating on the wire and everything. So.
Okay. All right. Now I understand now. Okay. The next one, Janet Jackson to collaborate with Bruno Mars for the next album.
Okay.
Oh, that would be nice.
I'm a fan of Janet in the 90s. That's when...
Really?
Yeah. I don't really too much like her style of music now. Bruno Mars, he's okay. More for those younger individuals and everything. I'm kind of old school. How old am I, Brother Hiram?
You're 86.
86 today. Okay.
86 today.
Yeah, I'm 86 years old.
Yeah, so
you're
you're not listening to Janet there.
No,
you're not listening to Bruno Mars.
I like the older version of her in the 90s and stuff.
So you're not listening to neither one. So
right.
Okay.
So, hey, still love you though, Janet.
All right. Okay. Moving on to health.
Oh, that's my favorite and everything.
Okay, yes, your favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to learn as a people to start eating better. When I say eating better, not cutting out all of the bad stuff that you eat. Start limiting yourself. Start making a conscious effort to live a healthy life for your children. I urge you.
Okay, it is Black folks and mental health, how to end the stigma. The African American community is no different from other communities when it comes to mental health. Right. Yet it faces, when it comes to access to quality care, the disparity can be, I'm sorry,
they go to
tribute to 3 reasons: lack of resources, lack in quality care, and a stigma surrounding mental health in the community.
Well, herein lies the problem. Like I said, mental health has been an issue in my family and everything. I've seen it since I was a child, but there's such a disparity in the United States when it comes to black people and white people and everything. And we, you know what I'm saying, as only making up 13% of the population, but yet we lead in every statistical category of the worst things that can happen to a human being. We lead that. So how is that possible? But irregardless of the fact of why that's possible and everything, you know, we need as black people to be more forefront on our own issues of not only mental health but finances, schooling, everything. So, you know, I just want to say, Kim, I had a great show. It was always beautiful to be with you.
Thank you, my darling. I appreciate that.
And we're going to wrap this up and everything, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week. And I always want to say in closing, I love your mom.
All right. And don't forget to get your prescription for $40 for the year, The Reporter.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.